So
I thought Ed said drop the link, so I did. And Ed, if you don't want FTK up here, just say it. He'll be happy to step down. I just thought it'd be a good idea to have like a mediator, But if you don't want him up here, that's fine. I'm not being rude, FTK. I'm just saying, he wanted it just to be him and I. So if he's not cool with you mediating, then we'll just be me and him, I guess. We'll see.
I don't know why Ed wouldn't, because like I've never said anything publicly. Maybe that's why he doesn't know how I feel.
Yeah, I don't think you really took his side in a sense. Like you didn't.
I didn't take anyone's side.
Yeah, you were kind of neutral, kind of stayed neutral and everything.
I haven't even spoke on the facts.
Yeah.
Publicly, I said things privately, but I've never said anything publicly.
Yeah.
And people will come at me for what I'm going to say, but it's only about factual statements, not about whether or not someone did it.
Well, factual statement is Vic went up on Jeff's panel with a Chomo Edward name. You didn't think that was a little, you didn't think you should change that, Jeff?
Actually, I didn't even see it.
I didn't see it either. I'm not looking.
I wasn't looking.
Not today. I'm talking days ago. But yeah.
I don't remember, honestly. I'm just being honest. I don't usually look at people's. I mean, I look at it for a second and then bring them up, and then sometimes they change it during stream or something. But
devil's advocate here, Ed. He may have been drunk, so you know how it was last night. That drastically changes.
True, that's
how
true.
things go.
This was like an early stream, though. This was the one where, like Vic got on right away. Jeff, were you drunk then? Like on that 10-hour stream, where Vic got on right away?
Which one was it? You have to refresh my memory.
Oh, I don't know. Let me go to your channel and I'll look it up. I don't know.
If it was like a early in the day stream, I wasn't drunk. I don't think. Like I said, I got drunk maybe 5, 6. I think last time was my 6th time. The last couple months or month and a half, which of course I regret because I don't need to be doing that. That's why I quit 2017. Now I got to do it again.
No, you'll make it. It'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, I figure if I just, stay away from certain things or whatever, Do you mind having FTK up here while we talk, or?
No, I don't care.
Do you want to do like you get 2 minutes, I get 2 minutes, or something like that, or just want to just start talking or whatever?
It's up to you. You have questions. I mean, that's the reason I'm up here, right? To answer questions that you might have. If you start calling me Predward, I'm gone. I'm not going to deal with any of your fucking disrespect, Jeff. Like you were,
I'm not going to do that. I already told myself I wasn't going to do that. But I just don't understand. I guess one of the questions I've had for a while that a lot of people, have asked too and everything is because you did mention that you didn't know about the investigation thing.
No, that's not what I said.
Oh, okay.
I've said from the very start that the house was rated for CP, right?
Yeah.
I voluntarily gave up my device, and then I admitted to drugs in this little P-load BMI, and I was arrested for drugs.
Yeah.
I know I don't have any CP. Never had any CP. So that's why I didn't consider it like, yeah, it's a big deal that the house got rated for that, but that's got nothing to do with me.
So you did know about it?
It has nothing to do with my brother because, I mean, where's CP charges for anybody? You know what I mean? There's no CP charges. Like I closed my case last week.
Did that close the case? I know I did see part of your stream when you first got out, or I think it was that stream. You put up a receipt from Polk County where it showed it was closed. You did your time and everything or whatever, and that's over with, right?
Yeah, that's over with.
But wasn't the CP from the AG's office or something? The investigation or suspicion or whatever it was?
Right, and I think that investigation is still open due to charges that my brother may get for like the grabbing an officer's handgun and
Yeah,
the other things written in that report.
gotcha. That's what I was curious about because I remember, and I think you answered a second ago, but just to be clear, I guess you said at first you didn't know about it until the video came out when PCD
I didn't know I
released.
was a suspect of
Oh,
child pornography. There's a big difference between I didn't know I was a suspect and I didn't know what the investigation was.
but you told Alex that you did know from the beginning. That's, I guess, where I was.
didn't know I was a suspect? No. I said the house was raided for CP. I said that in Florida in the back of Ray's SUV when I did that 4-minute live stream that nobody chose to listen to. All they heard was "fuck you" at the end of it.
Yeah, I do
I
remember
said it way
that.
back then. My story hasn't changed at all, Jeff.
Well, it did a little bit with the. I'm being polite here. I'm just trying to be cool. I'm just saying when I saw the call with Alex and you, there were some things that you said on there that were different than what you said before the call.
The general synopsis of what the investigation was for, what I was arrested for, and all of that stayed the same, didn't it? The entire time.
Well, yeah, I mean the meth thing, yeah, like, yeah, and then of course, I suppose if. I mean, I don't even blame your brother for trying to take. I mean, he was probably asleep and woke up, and there's a dude with a gun. You know what I mean? Your first reaction is to react. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit. So I get that. I don't know if the courts will or not on that one. I mean, they should think about that. I mean, you're in somebody else's home. They're asleep. What are they gonna think? you know? But yeah, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so there was that. I mean, and then your well, actually, I don't even want to bring up your brother. It's none of my business. Your brother's not part of the community. I don't want to bring up your brother. I don't want to.
Part of the community, and I'm not talking on a investigation that's not open. I mean, just that's open. That's I mean, not an investigation, but like he's going to court. You know what I mean? His case is not closed, so I'm not speaking on it.
Is there a possibility that you, or I won't mention your brother, that you could be charged if
for child porn?
Absolutely not. If you're at the house, I mean, I don't know exactly how all that works. To be honest with you, I don't. But if you were there, and say somebody else had it, maybe it was
these people don't fucking understand anything today. Okay, so look, the search warrant yielded 2 arrests for drugs. Mine and his.
Yeah.
I closed my case. It's still.
Well, we lost you there.
I closed my case. His is still open, right? So.
Yeah. So and I'm only going to say his because you mentioned it. Oh, because it kind of goes to the next question. If when he closes his, does that mean the AG's office will be closed as well, or just Polk County?
CP case? There is no CP case. It was a CP investigation that yielded nothing, Michael Beverly, and this is what the community is all harping on.
I guess. Oh yeah, they put it up on the screen. He's asking if CP is still open.
Like people are saying, I've been charged with CP. People are saying that in the community. It's bullshit.
Yeah. I was careful even when I got trashed. I don't even think I said it. If I did, I do apologize. But I'm very careful. Even how I worded it a few times, I would say, "Look, he's not charged. That's just facts. There is no charge. It's a suspicion or something, right? Investigation that's been over 3.5 years now, or something like that." But I guess
when Alex catches someone with CP, do their families also get arrested? No, same thing here. What? If they found CP, somebody would have been charged with CP, right? It's been 3.5 years. You really think Texas is going to drag their feet that long?
Well, it depends, because it's more kind of it's at the state level as opposed to the county or city. If it's if it's coming from the AG's office, it could take a long time. But again, like Alex mentioned something too in that call. He's like, well, most cases that he's dealt with out, catching heads and whatnot, most people, whatever happens, they get their devices back usually with, I think he said like 7 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, like the whole, what was his name from Subway, Jared Fogle or whatever. Apparently, the suspicion started. I think it was
Jared
2007.
Fogle, yeah, the suspicion started in 2007, but the investigation didn't start till 2014 for Jared Fogle.
So that was 7 years, and then I think he got arrested or went to jail in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess that's the reason why a lot of us are asking
Can we verify
questions.
that?
Sure. I mean, I don't know if I can do it on the computer. It's so damn slow. But yeah, I mean, are you able to pull up anything?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, you can present it to me. I can just click it. It'll be a lot easier that way. But no, I guess that's the reason why. Like, I have a question about that too. Like a lot of people, because if it took that long with him to investigate or whatever, the whole
It
process.
didn't take that long with him. There was a report that came in 2008 or whatever, but they didn't do a formal investigation until 2014, which he was then sentenced to prison the next year in 2015.
But wasn't it a tip though that was given to them, to whatever agency in 2007? It was just a tip or something, like somebody had a, I don't know. If you want to pull it up, that'd probably be easier.
All right, let's see. In 2007, yeah, here we go.
All right. Wait, let me remove this one real quick down here. I don't know if it matters or not, but I still got one down here, but I can stop screen. And I'll wait for yours. I'll bring it up.
Okay, so Seven Fogle came to the attention of state and federal law enforcement agencies after Sarasota, Florida journalist and radio host Rochelle Herman Waldron told the Sarasota Police Department he made lewd comments to her about middle school age girls. She had met Fogle at a local middle school for a health event as he was in Sarasota for a speaking tour. She made recordings of Fogle's remarks and saved text messages between them, and they went to the FBI, where agents asked her to record the conversations with him. During the investigation into Russell Taylor's child pornography case.
So the tip was, it says right there in the top, 2007.
Right.
The attention of state and local law enforcement. So it kind of did start there, is what I'm trying to say. And then it didn't really go.
It started there, but it didn't gain traction until later on in 2014. They officially opened an investigation in 2014.
So that, I guess that's the reason why I'm stating this and asking, like, it's been over 3.5 years. It could be another 3.5 years. I mean, I'm just saying, right? It's possible.
No, if they're doing, I mean, the investigation's already been started at that point, right? The investigation started in 2020.
Gotcha. Yeah.
In this case, you know what I mean? It's the investigation started here for Jared Fogle in 2014 officially.
Yeah.
They subpoenaed a series of text messages made in 2008, but they didn't do that till 2014, I mean.
Yeah.
So really, from start to finish, investigation was a year, not 8 years, like everyone says. It's been 3.5,
Yeah, I definitely will have to read that a little bit more later. I can't really read it because I don't have glasses, but I can barely, make some of it out. But it'll be up on the screen, so I can, I can look. Or I can just search it through Google or something. But I guess so. When you came into the catcher community, I know I'm probably going to ask the same question twice. But so you did not know that there's an investigation for that then? Because wouldn't that be on the warrant?
Yeah, you know who the most shocked person in the community was? Me, yeah. Would what be on the warrant?
So you literally found out. Well, if they, from what I understand,
again, the warrant was for CP. Therefore, the incident report, when it was written at the top, is going to say what the warrant was for about, right? Which was CP. And then it's got, so even if you read underneath where our names are, when it gives that little brief paragraph, it says nothing about any CP at all.
Well, yeah, it talks about the drug thing, the grams or whatever.
Yeah.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is if somebody was, if the cops were to come and say my house or whatever with a warrant, they have to show you the warrant.
I have not one time in this whole thing disputed anything about the warrant that you guys have said. Yes, the investigation was a CP investigation for the 17th time.
Okay.
I voluntarily gave my phone up and was arrested then for drug charges.
But aren't you concerned? I mean, I would be. I mean, if you're, you're saying you're innocent, and I'm not going to dispute that at all right now. I'm just saying, if you're sincerely innocent, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you can't get a lawyer, a public defender, whatever, for that, like to find out
for what? Why would, you don't need a public defender until you're going to court, right? There's no court case.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is even you can pay a lawyer to find out what is going on with the case. It's been over 3.5 years.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me get some donos. I mean, Vic needs donos for stamps, right?
Well, no, I'm just saying if you got to do what you have to do. That's what I would do. I mean, if they came in here or whatever, and of course, they take whatever they want. I'm just saying, if I know I'm innocent, so I would do everything in my power to speed up the investigation somehow, whether it be saving money, earning extra money to get a lawyer, or whatever. You know what I mean? That's all I'm asking. I just don't understand why, unless you are doing that. I just don't know.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing something like that.
And then another question I have, and I know this will probably be all over the place a little bit because it is a little bit confusing with all these people coming from different communities, is that I don't even know what her real name is. I think she goes by Sally. I could be wrong. I think
Denise Manto?
Denise.
About Denise Manto?
She said that this is coming out of her mouth, obviously. Uh-huh. I'm just repeating it. I'm not saying I believe everything I hear.
I know. Yeah, go ahead.
But she said something in the nature of she said that you were part of a trafficking ring from Massachusetts that ended up in Texas and this, that, and the third. And she seemed to know a lot of stuff, but on the other hand, we don't even know.
She also said I blew up Port Neches. She also said I murdered her daughter. She also said the list goes on and on. I was up in Massachusetts burning down buildings in Brockton just fucking last year. I haven't been in Massachusetts since 2004. You know how old I was then, Jeff? 13.
Yeah.
You think I was trafficking children from 13 years old from Massachusetts down here?
I don't think so. Not that age.
When I was 13?
I mean, yeah.
She's a psychopath.
Yeah, I haven't seen her much lately. I will say that. In fact, probably the only time I see her is in a fireside stream or cap stream or something. I don't think she may have been in mine. I don't know.
I just have to interrupt. No name calling. Denise is, she's not the worst, but come on now.
TK. Hey, Terrence. Good to see you.
2003. I meant 03.
Yeah.
04 was the last time I was up there. I was born in 90. My bad. Y'all tripped me up. I was thinking about fucking 14 for fucking Jared Fogle still.
When were you born?
I was born in 1990.
You're 33?
I'm 32. I'll be 33.
I thought you were fucking 40.
No.
That was a ploy. Okay, gotcha.
I never said I was 40, did I?
No, your last birthday, I guess I just took it from someone that you were 40.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
they were all saying happy birthday to you, and someone said you were 40, so I think I just took it.
You were born in 1990? Yes, Michael Beverly. You want me to prove it to you? Somehow?
Yep, drop your ID. We need a full docs
right?
now.
Like Bill, yeah.
I heard 2 people actually showed their license. I think Vic showed it to Twomper, and I guess you guys said Bill showed it or something. I don't know.
LOL, bro, a 32-year-old washed up, deadbeat, toothless pedo. Really?
So you must have known whatever her name is. I'll just call her Sally. I think it's Denise or whatever. From the previous community.
No, I knew her through the Vegas shooting community, right? There was somebody that was in the Vegas shooting community who was also in with all those other psychos. That's Clovis. Y'all know her too. And I became friends with Clovis, and anyone who's friends with Clovis is going to end up having issues with Denise. So.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, Locksmith said he knew Clovis for 20 years or something like that. I guess he's known her for a while.
Apparently, Clovis used to do some, I don't know, Shomo hunting on Yahoo. I don't know much about the Yahoo chat rooms, and Locksmith would be one of those people that I guess would clear the Yahoo chat rooms out. Don't know. You can ask him, exactly what he did, but apparently they kind of knew each other from that.
Yeah. I think I asked him one time. I just everybody was talking so much I didn't really hear the answer. But that had a lot of people wondering too about things, or has people wondering. But it doesn't. I didn't really say much, to be honest with you, about a couple things. I didn't want to speculate, but one thing I also wanted to say too is
who's to fucking say I don't see my kids? Everyone's in here. Oh, tell us why you don't see your kids. Who's to fucking say I don't see my kids? Why are you guys so concerned about when I see my children and when I don't? I see my children.
This is actually the next question. I'm going to put it on the screen because Haystack.
I used to own a company called the Black Pearls of Texas. We used to sell Akoya pearls, jewelry, Akoya pearls. We'd buy them wholesale from, Japan, China, Korea, whatever, and then we'd sell them. We'd buy the oysters wholesale, and then we'd sell the Akoya pearls.
Kind of like your own business or something.
Yes.
Gotcha. Have a laptop because you did tell Alex there was a laptop. I do remember you telling Alex it's on the call in the panel channel, I believe.
Well, he said he hoped they didn't take his laptop. Now that would be kind of like me saying I hope the police didn't break into my house and take my crack pipe. I don't have a crack pipe.
Oh, you know what? I think I get the way you were saying it now. It's like, well, it's almost like saying, well, you hope they don't, but it's past tense, right? Is that what you meant by that? Because I would know if somebody took my laptop. That's what I'm trying to say. I think
it was some form of sarcasm.
Exactly.
Okay. Have you talked to Alex since that, or no?
I sent him a text message that Jamie Daniels is out of prison.
Oh, I remember that catch. His mom died. That dude up in Nebraska.
Why did I say they found 5 counts? No, I said that's what the investigator said when he was talking about the fucking search warrant before he even grabbed any devices.
I think this is towards me real quick. Jeff, why did he tell Alex they found 5 counts? He says no. Oh, I guess it's for you.
That's what the investigator said. I didn't laugh when Nevermore says he pleasures himself to CP. I gasped, I think.
Yeah, we actually heard that. We heard that, and you did. You were like, what? You said something, and I went in and stopped after that.
Was it a laugh, though, Jeff?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. It was a gas, like, what the hell? Like, because, that wasn't even funny for dark humor. There's dark humor jokes,
Yeah, exactly.
That was just really, really messed up. Hold on, somebody said something here. Shit, my damn computer sucks so bad. It's slow.
Jeff, you're getting a little out of hand. Language, please. Thank you.
Fuck you, FTK.
Replay the clip. It was a laugh. Okay, yeah, I laughed at that joke. Whatever.
No, we played it. We played the short. Whoever put that up, it didn't have a very high volume, and then Javi had a clip or something. We played it, and no. I mean, I think even people on the panel said no. Ed was even shocked, on that particular.
Will I allow Nevermore back on my panel? Yeah, because Nevermore wasn't serious. It's a bad joke. What was Game Electronic come up? I mean, it's a bad joke, but it's more or less like, I think it's his way of saying, fuck you, Telly. I'm not telling you anything. Fuck do I owe you anything for?
It was pretty dark, though, you got to admit.
I am admitting that. Yeah, it's definitely dark. But I'm not going to banish him from my panel forever over that statement. Alex talked about giving vitamin D to a 3-year-old. Everyone thought that was a joke, right? Oh, yeah, that's a joke.
Alex has said some pretty dark humor jokes.
Yeah.
Like on the phone with me, like, whoa, I wouldn't expect that dark of a joke. But it's Alex. That's just the way Alex is, Everybody's saying.
If it was a laugh, it was more like a huh. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I can't believe he said that.
Do you mind? I think it was from your channel, the actual part. Do you mind bringing that clip up? And
where Bobby said that?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't personally. Does anybody in the chat have a timestamp? Because I honestly don't remember hearing Ed laugh. I'm just being honest. I don't remember that at all. It was more like a.
If I did laugh, it was a gasp or a laugh. Like, not even a laugh. More like a. I don't know. Like a. I was in shock. I was shocked he said that. I really was. Let me find it.
Alrighty. Let's see if Father says.
We got to dispute that bullshit with these people. We can.
I just listened to the screen recording. He laughed. You sent it to me? Oh, you mean like on Insta? Well, he's going to pull up the actual. It was on his channel, so he's going to pull up the actual clip. Did you?
Oh, hold on. I got to go into my. Because they took that stream down, but I think I still have it. Like, they removed it, I think, but I think I can still get it back. Hang on.
Yeah, because I think it was Javi. He had a clip, which was much louder than that the short that was put up, talking about jerking out CPs a little far. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. That was far. It was way
Did
too.
You received a copyright thing?
Oh yeah, but usually copyright claims doesn't really it'll block it from certain countries or whatever usually, and I don't think they take the video down, do they?
I don't know. I'm looking for it. I'm going into my studio. It says, "Oh, is that it?" No, copyright claims usually you can get away with.
Yeah.
Visibility blocked. No one can view this video due to one or fucking journey.
Hey, what's up, Ivy? Okay, I got a clip sent from Frogger. I guess he's got the clip. All right, let me get it real quick. Off Instagram. It's going to take me, actually, probably faster if I just get the link and post it in the chat and do it that way. It's going to take forever going to my computer. Let me go and do that real quick. Oh, wait a minute. That's not a link, though. Hey, do you have a link?
A link to what?
Chance? They sent the clip. Yeah. It's not a link. It's just I just press play, and yeah, I don't know a whole lot about Instagram. Just know how to talk and post a few things. Let's see. Is there a way to? Well, it says I can save it.
I'll be able to watch it, so I'll be able to play it kind of for y'all. But I think it's straight up blocked for y'all, and I'll show you that too if y'all want to see evidence of this block.
But if you're able to see it on your end, being the channel owner,
Right, I can share it, and you could. Yeah,
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But I just got to get to the part. Yeah, hang on 1 second.
Hey Ryan, Ed and I agreed just for right now. It's just him and I, and he also agreed for FTK just to kind of mediate for now. So that was the agreement. If he wants you to come up, I will definitely let you come up.
It was before Christy came up, wasn't it?
Ryan, I'll ask the question for you before he leaves. That way you can, you've already asked him, so it's not. There's no point asking again.
I'm not answering Ryan's question. It's the same fucking question every fucking time, and I'm not
I know,
answering.
But at least it can be said that it was tried.
Yeah.
Like we already know you're not going to
tried
answer it.
The last 17 times I tried to answer it, he won't accept the answer. So
I know.
Oh, there's the links right there. Oh, from the panel. Oh, it's from the panel channel. Okay, that's where it was. I can do that one if you want.
Michael Beverly has a very different question for you, Ed. I haven't heard this question yet. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm trying to put it on the screen. I'm not.
No, I'll ask it. It's okay. I don't know where you're at right now because last night you were putting up the wrong link for StreamYard. So, Ed, have you used this community to date people?
No.
That's very fair and different question. Because, we know a few people that have tried to date people through this community, including, I guess, the good guy tried to date Juniper. So, it's a fair question.
Yeah, it's a fair question, but the answer is still no. I mean, I've flirted with Mackenzie. Her and I used to flirt all the time, but we never really sexual.
Do you mind, Ed, if I let Tommy Boy up for just a second? I don't want to. We had an agreement. I want to stick to that agreement.
Yeah, cool.
Do you mind? Okay. What's up, Tommy Boy?
Yo, I just came up here to share this video because you guys are struggling.
Oh, is this you got the clip from my panel? Cool.
Yeah, hold on. Share audio. It is in the basement.
Alrighty. Here we go.
What happened? What happened to that CP on your computer? Did you get that cleared up?
No, I still look at it and beat off every night with it.
Yeah.
God.
So what happened? Did the cops investigate it, or?
No, they come in here and beat off with me.
Yeah. So that's funny to you. Is that funny to you?
We have a good old-fashioned country circle jerk.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, making jokes about beating off to CP, that's pretty classy, Nevermore.
No, I do classy things when I talk to classy people.
Oh, you think, okay. Have I upset you somehow? Your high standards.
No, you've not upset me. I just don't like you.
Oh, fair enough. Well, that's okay. I can live with that.
No, I mean, I'm not upset with you. I just personally do not like you.
Yeah, okay. You said it once, mate. I'm pretty smart.
But I said it twice. I wanted to make
sure. Mate, you're stuttering again. You're stuttering. No, Nevermore. I can't understand when you stutter.
When you stutter.
Jeff, are you going to continue to let this fucker dox people that are not in this community, relevant to this community, like Chief Deputy Og?
I think he's fixing his AC right now. It's pretty hot in where he lives.
It's pretty hot here too. 103.
Oh wow. It's only like 89 right here, but it's humid as fuck. Oh, sorry, Jeff. Sorry. Ed, just waiting for Jeff to come back. Did you hear the story of the homeless man being arrested in one of the cities near me?
No,
what happened?
Take it to the 1A community.
Listen, Tommy boy, you and DMA can go hug each other naked. All right, the real men will talk about the real stuff. All right, wherever we please.
Yeah, was that a laugh or was that a laugh in disbelief? I mean, I believe it was more of a gasp than a laugh.
Yeah, personally, I was actually going to say that. It did kind of sound like a gasp. However, I'm running a saw. I'm muting my mic and running a saw, so I didn't like fully hear it. But it did kind of sound like a gasp from what I could hear.
All right, hold on just 1 second. I was on mute and didn't know it, so I was actually talking. Didn't realize I was on mute when I heard you say when Jeff comes back. So, Camula, don't hide.
Why? They're doxing.
No, that's just her screen name.
No. Oh, okay. So Chief Deputy Ogg is the screen name?
Yeah, he's been in the community. He's been in the community for, I think, 3 or 4 months now or something.
Okay. And it's fine that he's in there. He could dox my ex-wife and her boyfriend and all that shit, right? Even though they're not members of this community, he could do that. That's fine, Jeff. That's all well and good.
No, dude, chill. I'm trying to look in the chat. I don't see a dox. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't see him doxing. I mean, did he dox your kids in the chat? I mean, seriously, if he did, then yeah, I'll definitely, take care of it. Was it in this chat? Or
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm looking here. Well, if he did, it's gone now, obviously. But yeah, I just don't.
I mean, I let it go the first couple times, but it's continuous. You know what I mean? So.
Good guy said Jeff, there was no docs. Yeah, I don't see it either. I'm looking up at the,
That's fine.
The deleted comments. I don't.
Donnie, please stop doxing, Donnie, stop it.
He doxed Ryan.
He's dropping locations right now that's completely inappropriate.
Yeah.
This is a common name, but it's being doxed by Vic enough on his panel every fucking day. And Ogg is also a dox. I haven't worked to dox John Davis's mother. I don't. Wow.
Okay, that one I do know about because I seen it. What I guess
you see me and him talking about John Davis?
No. The text or the message where Cam was asking for JD's address.
Sure, and I gave an old address. Then wasn't even the address where he's currently at.
Exactly, and that was the other issue too. Is I guess his deceased
because he was going to send a cease and desist. It wasn't to dox it. It was a private conversation between Cam and I for a cease and desist letter he was going to write him. It wasn't to be out in the public to dox.
But you didn't know it wasn't the actual address at the time, or?
No, I thought that's where he lived. I mean, that's where he lived previously, like right before. So, I mean, it's still not technically, to me, that's getting a cease and desist letter for somebody who's fucking harassing him that shot somebody 11 times at a gas station. Fuck John Davis.
Because I know the other thing that's been talked about a lot too is people were upset because you doxed, or terms that we're using, doxed, I guess it was John's deceased father or something.
What? When did I do that?
I don't know if John's in here.
Where's all the receipts? How come people? Okay, people ask for receipts all the time, right? Prove it. Where's the receipt?
Yeah, John, if you are in here, you can come up if you want and show it, if that's, or at least.
The Alaska Concept, Aaron Cox just doxed her. Doxed John Davis's mom. There you go.
Wait. Detective Gomez? ABC, whatever.
Did you just dox?
No, the Alaska Concept Aaron Cox did at 6:14.
Oh, okay. I thought
Right
you
under
were
Rolling
doxing
Stone. No,
a dox.
I was. No, I mean somebody said, like, oh, who cares what the name is, right? It's just there you go. There's a dox.
See, this is
I'm
an
not
issue
looking at the
that
chat. Haystack put too much heat on me, so I can't look at the chat anymore. I'll cry.
this is the issue I have. I don't know everybody's names, nor do I care to be honest with you. I had no idea that a certain catcher was being doxxed a couple times. When I finally figured it out, I was like, oh, yeah, we got to watch out for that, and other people. Because I honestly don't know their names, their real names. So I would have never, I think the good guy went ahead and zapped that one. So thank you, good guy, for doing that. Because I probably wouldn't even recognized it, that it was a dox.
Jeff, you were almost blackmailing me last night, saying you knew my name. You said you weren't going to dox me, but you said you knew my name.
You know what I mean? I mean, with the screen name. What's up?
Pure Virus. Who name 7 people in this community that I've doxed. Go ahead.
Your legend docs in here. What happened to others?
Yeah, that's one.
I went to go click on that and went to the phone.
Wait, hold on. If Cap's real name is on his Instagram name, is that really a dox? Somebody just asked me that. So it can't work both ways. You can't have a cake and eat it too.
I will say this though. I know Instagram is owned by the same company, which is Meta. I think is what it's called, like Facebook. But for instance, like Facebook is more like a personal social media, like friends, family, like, people you grew up with and whatnot. And I think that taking it outside of that would be a dox. That's just my opinion.
Facebook is only for personal stuff for boomers.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. No offense.
I actually like Instagram better, to be honest. I just don't know how to run it all yet.
Oh well, that's what Vic says. Vic, it's all online. So I'm just playing by you guys' books. I just move the goalposts whenever I want to, just like y'all.
That's from Bender. 7 people. It's all online.
Anyway, what's next?
Well, I'm kind of just taking answers from the chat right now, to be honest with you. I didn't have a whole lot of questions. I wanted to clear a few things up.
I got one for you, Ed.
Go ahead.
I was just looking through it, and I don't have it, but my memory serves me. One of your recent live streams, I think it was alone. You were answering questions from the chat, and I believe you said that you do have the search warrant. And then Telly came up on a different stream of yours and asked you about the search warrant, and you said you didn't have it. And I think he even made the point there that that is a very big piece of the puzzle, so to speak, right? That would answer a lot of questions. So do you have that search warrant, or do you not have it?
Not in my possession, but I can get it.
And is that something that you would release or not?
No, absolutely not.
Reasoning behind that, if I can ask?
Perhaps when my brother's criminal case is closed, which that is also in his discovery for his criminal case, then maybe I'll release it once his criminal case is closed. But until then, I'm not releasing anything.
Okay.
I would say that's pretty fair.
Yeah, I understand that.
Because hypothetically speaking, if truly no one is guilty of any CP charges, then basically everything that went on in this raid was illegal on the
Wait, illegal
side of the on the side of the law enforcement. Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case. I mean, you're
Well,
Mr.
okay,
you're
hold
Mr.
up.
fucking-
In
you're
a
Mr.
civil
Guantanamo.
in a civil suit.
I'm not blurring
Yeah,
out
but-
the names. I'm not releasing discovery for, you know, like my case is over with. At this point, I could like, you know, no. Somebody facing 2 to 20 years? No, I'm not fucking with that. You guys can wait. You guys can sit here and fucking wait.
Well, like I said before, you probably heard it on one of the cap streams or mine or wherever. But I think what bothered a lot of us is you didn't tell us that though you're just an investigation.
I didn't know there was nothing to tell.
Well, let's talk about that. Well, let's talk about that, Ed. So, like, honestly, I mean, I think that you knew. You knew. So you didn't let. Okay, let's push. Like, let's just agree that you didn't know that you were a suspect. That you didn't know that you were on that document that was released by PCD, right? But you knew that the house was rated for CP in the foundation of CP, right?
Yeah.
Would it be safe to assume? Would it be safe to assume that you, when logically speaking, when you came into the community to come in here and to be like, hey guys, I just want to let you guys know that, you know, before I really get in here deep, that, you know, my house was recently raided, and it was in relation to CP, and there would just be way too much complexity to explain that, similar to the circumstances we are in now. And so you chose not to disclose that. Would that be a correct assumption?
I mean, that's kind of fair, but I mean, it's also like, I know that I'm, you know, yeah, I guess, but really, the fact of the matter is, there's going to be no CP charges, right? I have no CP. I never had any CP. So, therefore, I'm facing a drug charge. I was wide open about that, you know?
All right, I got something to say now. Okay.
Really have
People can
about the context of it.
People can go look this up. Tell me I'm wrong, because I know I'm not incorrect here. But when was this? When was the raid from? It was from 2020 or 2019. The investigation was 2020, 19, right? The investigation.
That sounds probably right. Yeah.
So anyone right now can go look up how the cloud-based servers run when it comes to CSAM. All right. What they do is they will detect anything that they believe even possibly could be CP. So, say someone is 18 and they look younger, which we know, like we have Ryan, he's 26, 28 or 27, and he looks like he's 15. So it's a possibility. They take any of these images that they deem possibly could be CP, and they conduct an investigation. They have to do the FBI, NCMEC, they have to go and do a manual investigation on the images themselves to determine whether or not these people are underage. Now, I know that for a fact because I am someone that when I was under 16, I had someone who, they did this to a group of kids in my area around my age, give or take a few years. They pretended to be a girl and they solicited nudes from us. This person was over 18. I think they were 19 at the time. They solicited nudes from us, which ended up being CP. They went and published all of these images online. So, me personally, I've always looked much older. So, when my images were found by the FBI they had to determine whether or not I was a minor. They came, they did the search, they arrested the dude, they got all the info, where the pictures come from. It was over Snapchat, because that's where I talked to what was believed to be a girl. And this was back in 2012, 2013. They came to my house and had to determine that I was a minor. So they had to do the manual investigation to decide whether or not these pictures were of minors or not. You guys can look up the case. Obviously, names of us aren't put in there, but this person is in prison for, I think, 12 more years. But there was about 100 of us, apparently, on this website that they were posting images of us, whether they were adults or children. So manual reviews have to go into effect based off of these cloud-based CSAM detectors, I guess they'd be called.
Well,
so go look up Thorn.
Yeah, well, it's based on what is that metric, chat? Here, you guys might know it up here. There's like an actual metric or a value that they put on it's like the way that how do I want to say, like the software, the algorithm, it weeds through through images and it gives it different. Yeah, I can't remember. Oh yeah, hash value. Yeah, Hastings got it. Yeah, hash value. That's what it is, right? And then that's what. So like, there's a whole process to this, is what I'm getting at. But then furthermore, and I'm going to get ripped apart for this, but then like furthermore, you got the Constitution of the United States. That's why I say that is that. So you got that. You like, there's a lot of safety nets and like, let's say, modern software to get it elevated to a point to where it's a manual review. I'm just this is my opinion. But then furthermore, to like bring that to a judge and to get that to sign off onto like kicking down someone's door in the United States is a whole nother level as well too. Like, so it's a good amount of, how do I want to say, like checks and balances for it to go through in order for it to reach that level of actually, entering someone's property. Because property, come on, FTK, Mr. 1A auditor. I mean, property under the guise of the law or the Constitution is very, very important. So like breaking into someone's property and seizing their property, their devices is a pretty big fucking deal. Like it's not an easy thing to do. This isn't fucking, Colombia. Let me put it that way.
And again, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse, but I just can't wrap my mind around that it's been 3.5 years and you haven't even got your phone back or devices or whatever, devices or whatever. You would think that obviously it's still open, but it's 3.5 years. So I guess what concerns a lot of us is like a lot of us think that it possibly really did happen because it's still going on.
So the thing is, though, I mean, they take that phone somewhere to a lab near the Attorney General's office, who knows, Austin or whatever, and that's pretty far away from here. And I don't think they're just going to deliver the shit back when they're done. I have a new phone. I don't need a phone. I don't need that phone. They can keep that.
Well, it's kind of like what I was saying earlier. If that had happened to me, and they took, there's whatever, I would be asking for my devices back, and it would also let me know, hey, okay, are you done investigating? Can I have my device or devices back now? I don't know if you're trying to get what I'm trying to. Okay, so
I get what you're saying.
Jeff, the better,
since this case, since my criminal case is over, that is being put in progress. But it's like,
yeah, I would say the bigger point to that is like, if I was in this position, it really in like any position, especially that something that was founded in something that I was innocent of, right? And I think that's where, you know, I don't know if FTK was, I don't know if you presented that correctly, but I think there's definitely some complexity there in terms of like a search warrant and then things being in plain view and being illegal, and those things getting, you know, brought into that investigation as well, right? So like the drugs in this case, because they were in plain view, right?
Right.
And so what I'm getting at though is like, but if the foundation is in the CP and you are adamant that you're innocent, you know, another thing of the Constitution is the right to a fair and speedy trial, right? And so like my thing would be like, I would want to get this shit off my record and off paper as soon as humanly possible. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
It would be the last thing that I would want lingering around.
Since this criminal case is over with, that's what I'm working on. It just still takes a little time, you know.
Bender, the Fourth Amendment allows the government to seize your devices until everything is said and done. So you can demand all you want, but it doesn't mean you're going to get it. You can sue all you want, but you're going to lose. The entirety of the case, because of the warrant, is not over. So no one will be getting their stuff back. And I just want to address the fact that I believe what I was just saying actually kind of works against not just Ed, but his brother, the two people who were named on the sheet as suspects. What I was saying is that it had to trigger a manual review. Like the cloud-based systems have a very complex AI that triggered a manual review of the images or whatever it may have been. So it was serious enough that they triggered a manual review and did an investigation and retrieved a warrant. So I'm not saying that in Ed's favor whatsoever. That's just factual. That's how it works. If you don't believe me, go look it up.
Well, let me ask everybody this, to be honest with you. So I guess, again, like it's been over 3.5 years. If they didn't find anything, it would be done and over with, right? That's just what I'm trying to get to. It just seems odd.
I'm just addressing chat. Sorry, Jeff. I never said I had money to sue. I'm saying you can't sue. Bender's saying he would sue to get his stuff back if he didn't get it after it was demanded to be delivered to him. Like, I'm saying you can't just sue to get your shit back until the entirety of the investigation is complete. And currently, Ed's brother has to go to trial. Correct, Ed?
It's looking that way.
So if he has to go to trial, it's not over, which means nothing in the investigation will be returned if nothing turns up illegal on those devices.
I don't think he was.
Services was Ed using? I use like Google Drive.
Well, not to shift the. I mean, we're still on topic here, but how long have you known Nevermore for? And I'm not getting into like conspiracy shit here. I'm just curious, like how long you guys have known?
A year and a half.
And you guys just met through here?
Yeah.
And you've never met in person or no?
No.
Have you talked to him much about his case?
Only what he said on panel. We talked. He's got his. He says he's got his devices back. Really, I don't know.
Yeah, there's no reason to time out anybody. Don't time unless they're doxing or something, obviously.
The investigation for him must be over with then at that point. If he got his shit back, because if there's harmful material and they find you to be the suspect of it, they're not gonna give it back. But if they determined he's not the suspect, and if I remember correctly, it was uploaded to some.
Wait. Hold on. Haystack. My brother didn't get. Nobody got devices back.
No,
What are
he
you
was
talking
saying
about? This is where they spin shit.
No, he was saying Nevermore.
No,
He was saying
Sniper
Nevermore.
is in there saying, "Whoa!" So
I know.
got his devices back.
I know. I'm
or
just clearing
something
it up.
like that. Mega download, whatever. One of those up.
FTK, you're fucking breaking up, you goddamn Karen. Shut your mouth. What was I going to say?
Like, I think he knows that. He's smart enough to know that, though. You know, tell me, boy. So that's just
I'm not. No, because I went back and thought about it too. I switched topics there pretty quickly, and to be completely honest, like I haven't been listening a ton because fucking Samantha made me go back and do a whole nother edit about him. So I'm like, I got an AirPod in one ear and then my like editing headphones on my other. So what I'm getting at is like I think sometimes it's tough, and I did just jump topics there, and you said, "Oh, he got his devices back," and so I was like, I could see the connection being made there.
Okay, well, yeah, that's.
But I think it's good to catch that shit. I mean, to just so we're all on the same page, and you can see like Haystacks. He's like, yeah, I gotcha. But what was I gonna say? Is that so the weird thing with the Nevermore stuff is the fact that it was like a Google Drive, and then he said that he went in and like, well, let me put this one out there because I know that motherfucker's down there as well too. Is that the first thing he does is call Ray, like. It's fucking super. I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's just me, but like, that is fucking weird. That's the first thing you would do. Like, that just goes to show you this fucking place is just weird in itself. But then, yeah, that it was an online storage, but then they took his device, but then they gave his device back quickly. It just seems very strange. Which leads me to just to continue the conversation here, because I guess I'm gonna put this panel on my back. What about these claims about Clovis?
What claims about Clovis? Like, you'd have to be a little more specific, I guess.
Yeah, I hate to do it because I don't like. It's just been talk, but there's been people claiming that Clovis has been accused of putting CP on people's devices as a means of, I don't know if it's blackmailing or of like it
was okay
of malice. Let me put it that way.
Clovis got sued before by a former friend of hers for using her IP to upload child pornography. Clovis ended up winning that case.
Okay. So that's probably where the basis of kind of the speculation of the rumor comes from.
Because they're both YouTubers, and they're both involved in that other community over there with all the other people. So that's all them bizarre ones, So it's kind of like, one person who was Clovis's former friend and moderator herself before she started her own channel, and they had a falling out. She says that she got a call from her internet provider, which I don't see the internet provider calling you up and being like, "Hey, by the way, somebody's using your IP to upload child pornography." So, but that's what she says happened. So she ended up suing Clovis for that.
Holy shit. That is, Jeff, highlight Panel Channel's first comment there. That is fucking right. I actually remember this comment. I may even have it clipped actually somewhere. Is that Nevermore said, I fucking remember this. Yeah, they thought they had something over me, but as of today, they don't. Do you know anything about that, Ed? Where that would come from?
Who's they?
That's the question, right? Like, I think that's like that.
I mean, I'll tell you what. I'll be honest. I did ask Nevermore. Did you ever have any issues with Clovis? Because you never know. I guess if that other shit happened to be true, but like Clovis won the case. So
how long ago was that case with Clovis?
Fucking let me think back. Hang on. 2019, the late 2019, maybe.
Okay. I mean, that's the. I mean, I'm kind of, how do I want to say, innocent, like not innocent, but like naive to these things, but that was like kind of the first time I kind of clicked in my head, like, oh fuck, like I could see somebody doing that for blackmail or just even for fucking criminal charges. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's like a crazy thing to think of.
I never extorted Cameron's father. What the fuck?
We extorted Cameron's father.
So has Ed ever had any issues with Clovis? Yeah. Clovis and I are buddies.
What do you mean? What do you mean, soft ass feelings? You think Nevermore just did that for fucking attention?
Ryan, you made it abundantly clear that you think I'm a fucking child predator or whatever. So no, I got nothing to say to you.
There's Lord Steve down there. Little blast from the past. Get out of here, nerd.
I mean, I think I've been very courteous up here, right, Jeff? I mean,
Yes.
I can't here answer y'all shit. I'm not going to sit here and be called a choma by Ryan for the next hour and a half up here. No, not going to happen.
But why soft ass feelings?
Reasonable and respect is going to be so.
That's fucking. That would be interesting. I'm not like opposed to healthy and non-harmful speculation, but I could see that. I could see that being a motivation behind it. And then furthermore, it was a bit interesting on kind of how the community didn't really jump in on that too much. You know what I mean? Like, did not dig into it. Oh my God, XX, yeah, fuck me. See, I'm yeah. I gotta just stick to doing my like little clip and I gotta stick to just Dragon Sam. I know you've been there, Sam.
Oh my
I'm too naive now. Everyone's just like hearing me like be like all these aha moments just from reading chat. Like, damn, god damn.
I mean, I thought the same thing, to be honest with you, when Nevermore, when he did the fake alcohol thing, for attention or whatever. And I think maybe he did that too, but still, that's not even, I don't even call that dark humor. I call that criminal humor. I mean, it's not, you know what I mean? It's just, it goes beyond dark humor.
Dude, that's what fuck these fucking see, make the chat great again. This like my mind is, I mean, granted, it's 1:45 in the morning over here. But the chat is blowing my mind over here. Because the net
I'm gonna let Ryan ask this one question.
Oh god.
Go ahead, Ryan. I
mean, if anyone is saying it doesn't make sense, it's because it doesn't make sense for a reason. And I think we all know what that is.
Okay, yeah, sure. Whatever you say, Ryan.
And Ed is, we have every reason to believe that based on Ed's story. And even if it was his brother, like, even if, and I stress even if, like, why would you even cover for your brother if that was true? So, yeah, obviously that doesn't make any sense. Neither does any of your story. That's it.
There's
and
no charges.
I know you're religious, but just know burning in hell. Okay. After you burn in hell, death won't relieve you.
Yeah, all right. Yep. Go take care of your mom, motherfucker.